Welcome, Drift fans, to the 2006 Drift Session Championship. It's January 21st, 2006, and I'm Mike Kitchens providing commentary for this event. Drift Session brought in the new year with a traditional good luck and track blessing by Mr. Amano from the Izumo Taisha Shinto Temple. We're looking forward to another fantastic year as Drift Session enters its 6th event season. For round 1, Drift Session has the privilege of a visit by the Drift Tengoku staff, headed up by the editor-in-chief, Mr. Kawasaki. Mr. Kawasaki was highly interested in seeing the Hawaiian drift style, and we were glad to show him the aloha that Hawaii is known for. Along with covering the event, Mr. Kawasaki was also granted an honorary Group A license to compete. Thanks to Matt Scarfoni for prepping and lending his Tomei Power 240SX for Mr. Kawasaki and Formula D driver Kenji Yamanaka to drive. It was a large turnout for our first competition of 2006, and with it some new introductions to our Group A category, along with a few missing competitors. One new driver was Kekiki Miyashiro in his white Nissan S14, who pounded his way into a Group A slot with his impressive drifting throughout the day. Making his return to the Group A competition after his heart-pounding crash in round 11 of last season's event was Royce Fujimoto, who took a month off to repair and refresh his battered Hachiroku. Missing from today's competition were Shige Hirabayashi and last season's champion Steve Oliveros, who for various reasons were unable to compete. With the introductions out of the way, let's gear up for the battle for the season's first championship points. First up is Jensen Kona in his silver S13. Looks like he's going to shoot wide. Dropped 2 wheels in the dirt and lost half his rear bumper on that one, but he's still hard charging, fully connects the sweeper, comes in, a little off, accelerates out of the off camber, he's headed for the chicane. Good speed, good power. And Jensen spins out, not exactly too sure what happened there, but a disappointing end to a dramatic run. 0 points for Jensen Kona. Next we have newcomer Kekiki Miyashiro in his first try at the reverse course. Coming in hard, a little too hard, and he's going to go backwards off the track. Doesn't look too bad. But we have another 0 points on the board. Disappointing run for Kekiki, I imagine. Let's take a look at that from another angle. Not a great beginning, but he's definitely capable of some pretty incredible drifting. Hopefully we'll see more of him in the coming months. 0 points for Kekiki Miyashiro. Back after a long hiatus, Paul Umholtz in his white S13. He comes pounding out of the sweeper. Good acceleration. Really good power, but too much, and he goes spinning off into the dirt. 0 points for Paul Umholtz. Royce Fujimoto in the only Corolla in today's competition. Fantastic run through the sweeper. Plenty of smoke. Great angle. He connects to the off camber. A little bobble. 1 wheel in dirt. Make that 2 wheels, but an impressive run. For all in A, the car's pushing hard. He's got a clean chicane entry and exit. An exceptional run for Royce Fujimoto, 86 points. Barry Wong in his 180SX. Clean run through the sweeper, textbook for Barry, smoking it up. Coming up to the off camber. Looks like he's going to miss the apex, and he's lost the momentum. Once you've lost it after the off camber, it's difficult to get it back. He's stepping on it, trying to get that momentum back. An alright run through the chicane, just a little slower than usual. 74 points for Barry Wong. Next we have Kolu Lau, who's been absent for the past few events. Looks to start a decent run, but he loses it halfway. He tries to regain composure, but his line is pretty much ruined. And it looks like he's basically going to shut it down halfway through his run. 40 points for Kolu Lau. Earl Huang in his bright yellow Juoni 180SX. Tearing it up through the X of the sweeper. He's coming in fast to the off camber. Oh, but he locks it up, misses the apex, and loses his momentum. Gets back on it. Good acceleration. And he takes it through the chicane at a good rate. Earl gets 77 points. Jason Watanabe in his second Group A appearance. Starts the sweeper run a little late. Looks like a decent run. Coming up to the off camber. Fully connects the sweeper to the off camber. Hits the apex. Seems to be doing fine, although a little slow by comparison. come up to the chicane. Good run through the chicane. 76 points for Jason Watanabe. Next up, our guest competitor, Kawasaki-san. He locks it up coming out of the sweeper. He recovers, accelerates toward the off-camber, locks it up again. He's definitely lost some momentum. He's tearing it up all day long during the practice sessions, but track familiarity seems to be a factor this time around. 45 points for Kawasaki, but he's definitely a good sport, and we enjoyed having him. Finally, we have Keoni Rodrigues, Team Kamikaze, winner of the last round of 2005, charging hard coming out of the sweeper. He fully connects the sweeper to the off-camber. It's amazing considering the fact he's running on a blown turbo. A slight stutter, but he's pushing hard, laying down the smoke, holding hard on the throttle. He carries it all the way up to the chicane. Hard charging as always, 88 points for Keoni, and with that, he's taken the first win of 2006. Great job for Keoni. Looking at the final point standings, the top three finishers are Keoni Rodrigues, Royce Fujimoto, and Earl Huang. Keoni has definitely proven to be a factor thanks to his kamikaze mindset, and it's great to see Royce getting everything back together for a successful return to the drift session. We'd like to extend to Kawasaki-san and the staff of Drift Tengoku a warm aloha and mahalo for coming out to drift session. Thanks to them for adding to the fun that makes drift session such an exciting experience. To the rest of the drivers and spectators, thanks again for making drift session the #1 drifting event in Hawaii, and we hope to see you all again at round 2 in February. If you haven't experienced the drift session, we highly encourage you to check it out. Until next time, this is Drift Session. Aloha and mahalo for watching.